Hi, so I'm here with Vincent Campfens from the port of Rotterdam. Hi, Vincent.
Hi, Alan. Hi.
So we have a fascinating demonstration behind us on use of Watson IoT, artificial intelligence, and weather data, and all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to go into any more detail because I think Vincent can do a much better job. Let me hand over to you, Vincent. Just explain what we've got here and what this does and what the value is.
This is a future application for the Harbor Master, and the Harbor Master does the traffic planning of ships coming into our port.
Right.
And each day we have about 100 sea-going vessels enter the port, and they have to do it safely. So that's priority number one.
Okay.
So let me show you. We have the Ali Maersk that wants to go into our port, and it wants to go to a terminal for a safe berth. And first we check if that ship can actually go there, and if it can go there safely, based on the parameters of the terminal.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. But it has to go on a route, and now it becomes interesting, because Watson can calculate the fastest route based on many parameters that the ship deals with on the route, like the weather and the water conditions. Because this container ship is over 10 stories high. It's like a big apartment building, so it's very much influenced by the wind. So we can see here that when the ship wants to enter, there's a strong wind. And that means the ship needs extra fuel, which causes extra emissions to maneuver right in the port. And also it needs more tugboats and more mooring lines for a safe berth. So although it is the fastest route, it's not the most environmental friendly route. So Watson also can give advice based on these parameters that the sensors in our port area gather to give a more environmental friendly route when the weather and the water conditions are more optimal. So even though it takes a bit more time for the ship to get to its berthing position, the shipping company can save a lot of money, both on tugboats, on mooring lines, but also on the fuel used. And the port is more environmental friendly because there's less emission.
Yeah.
Now, this is just an advice that we can give to the captain of the ship. And the more we know this in front, the better they can plan their business.
Okay.
And this is what IBM is really helping us with, to get more detailed predictions on all these parameters that are important for the ship's journey, and to make the decisions that make our harbor master right now more thought about.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, a couple of the other things that I noticed earlier, you've got things like some displays of the traffic and
You see the traffic.
and wind and etc. And part of the benefits, as I understand it, of this demonstration or the actual implementation that you're looking at, is to try and capture the knowledge to make sure that what's known at the moment isn't lost when the youth and the younger generation comes in. Is that right?
That's true. I don't think in a lot of businesses, because things are changing, the people that work at our traffic control center, they're getting older. But they have so much knowledge, even from an age when this was really like Star Trek. This was science fiction. But the newer generation doesn't have all those knowledge. So Watson helps them make the decisions. So we digitize the knowledge of our harbor master into Watson to help with the decision making.
Excellent. Well, that's fascinating. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Alan.
Thanks.